there's a piece in that, Mick, that we're perpetuating pain, we're perpetuating trauma, we're reactivating unnecessary things for the individual who's trying to access the care. But I think overall, my understanding of what we're kind of talking about here is types of recovery. Is the abstinence model in terms of mental health services seems to be kind of the forefront of how to access. Abstinence isn't for everybody, okay? People are entitled to choice and opinion of how they want to live their life, and if somebody wants to continue to smoke 2 joints of cannabis a week, why should they not be allowed to do that? Why should they have to go through what Mick said, the process, the criteria to access the this, the that? It's exclusion in itself, and the irony is that we are creating social inclusion in hospitals, in A&E departments, in community settings. And, you know, to give some kind of, I suppose, positivity is that, you know, the social inclusion team in some of the hospitals have been hugely helpful to us as an addiction service in Dublin 1 and Dublin 7, have been very forthcoming in terms of people accessing A&E departments to send referrals to the addiction services from the social inclusion team. But I think in terms of, if we're only going to look at abstinence, if we're only going to look at one platform of recovery or how people perceive recovery to be, well, we're never going to get to where we need to go. And I think that is the bottom line of everything. And I'm not saying harm reduction is the only way. I'm saying individualised treatment platforms is the only way, is to treat Liam differently to the way I treat Mick, because they're different. They grew up different, they have different experiences, and they deserve to be treated on an individual platform rather than saying we've one centre here that's abstinent and you can only get access to that if you're drug and alcohol free. Well, what if they don't want to? Well, then they don't get access to that care.